Thanks.
Get you home! Is this a holiday? What? No, you not. Being the candidate, you are not walking on a laser day without the signs of your profession. Speak! What trade art thou?
What's a common?
Where is thy leather apron and thy rule? What dost thou with thy best apparel on? You, sir, what trade are you?
Truly, sir, be respectable, fine workman. I am but as you would say.
But what trade art thou? Answer me directly.
Trade, sir. That, indeed, I hope I may use wits and conscience, which is indeed, sir, a mender of bad souls.
Trade thou, knave? Naughty knave, what trade?
Hey, sir, I beseech you, be not out with me. But if you be out, sir, I can mend you.
Let me tell thy man. Mend me, thou saucy fellow.
Why, sir, come you!
Art thou?
Truly, sir, all that I live by is with the all. I meddle with no tradesmen, nor women's matters, but with all. Indeed, sir, I am a servant to old shoes. When they're in great danger, I recover As proper men have ever trod upon neat leather, have gone upon my handiwork.
Not in my shop today. Why dost thou lead these men about the streets?
Truly, sir? To wear out their shoes! To get myself into more work! Indeed, sir, we make holiday to celebrate
Conquest brings thee home. What tributaries following back to Rome? The great and captive arms and chariot wheels. Oh, you block. Stones. Worse than senseless things. You hard hearts. You cruel men of Rome. Do you not, Pompey? Many's the tide and off and climbed to walls and battlements, to towers and windows, yea, to chimney tops, your infants in your arms. And there have sat the livelong day with patient expectation to see great Pompey pass the streets of Rome. When you saw his chariot but appear, have you not made a universal shout that Tiber trembled beneath her banks to hear the replication of your sounds made in her concave shores? And do you now put on your best desire? And do you now call out a holiday? And do you now strew flowers in his path who comes in triumph over Pompey's blood? Be gone. Run to your houses. Fall on your knees. Pray the gods to interdict the plague that these must light them in ingratitude.
See whether that basis metal either. Go you down that way towards the Capitol. This way will I disrobe the images if you find them decked with ceremony.
They so. You notice the feast of Lupercal.
It is no matter. Let no images be hung with Caesar's trophies. All about and drive away the vulgar from the streets. You do so too where you perceive them thick. These growing feathers plucked from Caesar's wing will make him fly an ordinary pitch. Who else would soar above the view of men to keep us all in servile fearfulness?
Here, my lord.
Sends you directly in Antonius' way when you go on his course. Antonius,
Caesar, my lord.
forget not in your speed, Antonius, to touch Calpurnia. For our elders say the Baron touched in his holy chase. Shake off this their outpost.
I shall remember. When Caesar says do this, it is performed.
Set on, and leave no ceremony out. The press that calls on me. I hear a tongue shriller than all the music cries Caesar. Speak. Caesar's turn to hear.
Beware the eyes of March.
Who is that man?
A soothsayer bids you beware the Ides of March.
Set him before me. Let me see his face.
Fellow come from the throng. Look upon Caesar.
What sayest thou to me now? Speak once again.
Beware the eyes of March.
He is a dreamer. Let us leave him. Pass.
Will you go see the order of the fort?
Not I.
I pray you, too.
I am not gamesome. I do like some part of that quick spirit which is in Antony. Let me not hinder Cassius your desires. I'll leave you.
Brutus. I do observe you now of late. You have not, from my eyes, that gentleness and show of love as I was wont to have. You bear too stubborn and too straight your hand over your friend's love.
Cassius, be not deceived. If I have veiled my look, I turn the trouble of my countenance merely upon myself. Vexed I am of late, with passions of some difference, conceptions only proper to myself, which gives some soil perhaps to my behaviors. But let not therefore my good friend Shakespeare, among which number, Cassius, be you one, nor construe any further my neglect than that poor Brutus at war with himself forgets the shows of love to other men.
And Brutus, I have much mistook your passion, by means whereof this breast of mine hath buried thoughts of great value, worthy cogitations. Tell me, good Brutus, can you see your face?
No, Cassius, for the eye sees not itself, but by reflection, by some other things.
'Tis just. It is very much lamented, Brutus, that you have no mirrors that will turn your hidden worthiness into your eye, that you might see your shadow. I have heard from the best respected Rome, except immortal Caesar, speaking of Brutus and groaning underneath this age's yoke, had wished noble Brutus had his eyes.
Into what dangers would you lead me, Cassius, that you would have me seek into myself for that which is not in me?
Therefore, good Brutus, be prepared to hear. And since you know you cannot see your face as well as by reflection, I, your glass, can modestly discover to yourself that under something you cannot know. jealous on me, Brutus. Were I a common laugh, or refuse to still my ordinary oaths, with ordinary oaths, my love to every new protester, if you know that I do fawn on him and tug him hard and after scandal him, or if you know that I profess myself from banqueting to all around, then hold me danger.
What means this shouting? I do fear the people choose Caesar for their king.
Aye. Do you fear it? Must I think you would not have it so?
I would not, Cassius, and yet I love him well. But wherefore do you hold me here so long? What is it you would impart to me? If it be all towards the general good, set honor in one eye and death in the other. For let the gods so speed me as I love the name of honor more than I fear death.
I know that virtue to be in you, Brutus, as well as I do know your outward favors. Honor is the subject of my soul. I cannot tell what you and other men think of this life, but as for my single self, I had as lief to be in awe of such a thing as myself. I was born free as Caesar. So were you. We have both fed as well. We can both endure the winter's cold as well as he. For once, upon a raw and gusty day, the troubled Tiber chafing with her shores, Caesar said to me, "Darest thou, Cassius, thou leap in with me into this angry flood and swim to yonder course?" Upon his word, Creter as I was, I plunged in, saved the fall. So indeed we did. The torrent roared, and we did buffet it with lusty sinners, throwing it aside and stemming it with hearts of controversy. But ere we could arrive at the point of post, Caesar cried, "Help me, Cassius, or I sink." Ah, as it names, our great ancestor did from the flames of Troy. Upon his shoulder the old Anchises dead. And so, from the waves of Tiber did I, the tired Caesar, and this land is now become a god. And Cassius is a wretched creature that must in his body Caesar but carelessly gnawed on him. He had a fever when he was in state, and when the fit was on him, I did mark how he did shake. It's true. This God did shake. His coward lips did from their colors fly, and the same eye whose fin doth all the world. Alas, it lost its luster. I did hear him grow. And that tongue of his that bade the Romans mark him and write their speeches in his books. Alas, it cried, "Give me some drink." A sick girl. It doth amaze me that a man of such feeble temper should so get the start of the majestic world and bear the palm alone.
Another general shout. I do believe these applauses are for some new honors that are heaped on Caesar.
Why, man? He doth bestride the narrow world like a colossus, and we petty men walk under his legs and heap about to find ourselves dishonorable grace. Men at some time were masters of their fate. The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves. For we are but popular men. And Caesar. What should be announced Caesar? Why should that name be sounded more than yours? Write them together. Yours is a fairer name. Sound them, it doth become the mouth as well. Waiter. Conjure with them, Julius will start a spirit as soon as Caesar. Now, and the names of all the gods at once. Upon what meat doth this our Caesar feed that he has grown so great? Think thou art ashamed. Rome has lost the breed of noble bloods. When went there by a time that, since the great flood, but it had famed within it more than one man? When did they say till now that speaked of Rome, that her wide walls encompass only one man? Now is it Rome? And room enough when there is in it only one man. You and I have heard our fathers say there was a Brutus once that would have roped the eternal devil to keep the state in Rome as easily as it could.
That you do love me, I am nothing jealous. What you would work me to, I have some aim. How I have thought of this and of these times, I shall recount hereafter. For this present, I would not, so with love, I might entreat you to any further move. What you have said, I will consider. What you have to say, I will with patience hear, and find a time both meet to hear and answer such high things. Till then, my noble friend, chew upon this. Brutus had rather be a villager than to repute himself a son of Rome under these hard conditions as this time is like to lay upon us.
I am glad my weak words have struck but thus much show of fire.
The games are done, and Caesar is returning.
When they pass by, let Castor by the sleeve. He will, after his sour fashion, tell us what hath proceeded of worthy note today.
I will do so. But look you, Castor. The angry spot doth glow on Caesar's brow, and all the rest look like a children's train. Calpurnia's cheek is pale, and Cicero looks with such ferret and such fiery eyes as we have seen him in the Capitol, being crossed in conference by some senators.
Castor will tell us what the matter is.
Antonius, Caesar, let me have about me men that are fat. Sleek-headed men and such a sleep of night. Don Cassius has a lean and hungry look. He thinks too much. Such men as he are dangerous.
Fear him not, Caesar. He's not dangerous. He is a noble Roman and well given.
Would he were fatter. Yet I fear him not. But if my name were liable to fear, do not know the man I should avoid so soon as that spare Cassius. He reads much. He's a great observer, and he looks quite through the deeds of men. He loves no plays as thou dost, Antony. He hears no music. Seldom he smiles. He smiles in such a sort as if he mocked himself. He scorned his spirit to be moved to smile at anything. Such men as he be never at heart's ease, for they behold one greater than themselves, and therefore are they very dangerous. I'd rather tell thee what is to be feared than what I fear, for always I am Caesar. Now, come on my right hand for this here is death, and tell me truly what thou dost see.
Hold me by the sleeve. Would you speak with me?
Hi, Casca. Tell us what has chanced today that Caesar looks so sad.
Okay, you were with him, were you not?
I should not have asked Casca what had chanced.
Why, there was a crown offered him. And being offered him, he put it by the back of his head. Thus, like the people fell a shouting.
What was the second noise for?
After that, too.
They shouted thrice. What was the last cry for?
Why, for that, too.
Was the crown offered in thrice?
I married was, and he put it by thrice, each time gentler than other. And with every putting by, mine honest neighbors shout.
Who offered him the crown?
I am it.
Tell us the manner of it, gentle Gaster.
I can as well be hanged as tell you the manner of it. It was mere foolery. I did not mark it. I saw Mark Antony offer him a crown. Yeah, it was not a crown, neither. It was one of those coronets. And as I told you, he put it by once. But for all that, to my thinking, he fain would have had it. And he offered it him again, and he put it by again. But to my thinking, he was very loath to lay his fingers off it. Then he offered it a third time, and a third time put it by. And with every refusal, the rabble that hooted, clapped their chapped hands, threw their sweaty nightcaps in the air, and uttered such a deal of stinking breath because Caesar refused the crown that it almost choked Caesar. For he swooned and fell down at it. For my own part, I durst not laugh for fear of opening my lips and receiving the bad air.
But stop. I pray you, what? Did Caesar swoon?
He fell down in the marketplace and foamed at mouth and was speechless.
'Tis very like. He hath to fall in sickness.
No, Caesar hath to come. You and I, and honest Castor, we have to fall in sickness.
I know not what you mean by that, but I'm sure Caesar fell down. If the tag-rag people did not clap and kiss him according to pleased and displeased them, the way they used to do the players in our theater, I'm no true man.
What said he when he came unto himself?
I bury him. Before he fell, when he perceived that the common herd was glad he refused the crown, he plucked me open his doublet and offered them his throat to cut. I've been a man of any occupation. If I'd not taken him at a word, I might go to hell among the rogues. And so he fell. He came to himself again. He said if he had said or done anything amiss, he desired their worships to think it was his infirmity. 3 or 4 wenches where I stood cried, alas, good soul, and forgave him with all their hearts. There's no heed to be taken of them. Caesar had stabbed their mothers. They had done no less.
And after that, he came, thus sad away.
Aye.
Did Cicero say anything?
Aye, he spoke good.
What of that?
Tell you that, I'll never look you in the face again. But those that understood him smiled at one another and shook their heads. But for mine own part, it's grief to me. I can tell you more news yet. Marullus and Flavius, for pulling scarves off Caesar's images, I put to silence. Very well, but there was more foolery yet like this.
Will you sup with me tonight, Castor?
No, I'm no consort.
Will you dine with me tomorrow?
Aye, if I'm still alive, and if you're mine, Tony, and if your dinner worth eating.
Good. I will expect you.
So. Farewell, both.
What a glum fellow is this grown to be. He was quick mettle when he went to school.
So
now an execution of any bold or noble can be tried. However, he puts on his smarty form. This rudeness is a sauce to his good wit, which gives men's stomach to digest his words with better appetite.
So it is. For this time I will leave. Tomorrow, if you please to speak with me, I will come home to you. Or if you will, come home to me and I will wait for you.
I will do so. Till then, think of the world. Well, Brutus, thou art noble. Yet I see thy honorable metal may be wrought in that innocent stone. Therefore it is meet that noble minds be ever with their life. For who's so firm that cannot be saved? Caesar doth bear me hard, but he loves Brutus. If I were Brutus now when you were Cassius, he would not humor me. I will, this night, several hands, and in his window's throat, writings all tending to the great opinion which Rome holds in his name, wherein obscurely Caesar's ambition shall be glanced at. And after that, if Caesar sheathe himself short, for we will shake him. The worst days is over.
Good even, Castor. Brought you Caesar home. Why are you breathless? Why stare you so?
Are you not moved? When all the sway of earth shakes like a thing unfurled? Oh, Cicero, I have seen tempests with scolding winds have writhed the knotty oaks, and I've seen the ambitious ocean swell and rage and foam to be exalted with the threatening clouds. Never till tonight, never till now, I go through a tempest dropping fire. Either there is civil strife in heaven, or else the world, too saucy with the gods, senses them to send destruction.
Why? Saw you anything more wonderful?
A common slave, you know him well, my son, held up his left hand, which did flame and burn 20 torches joining. And yet his hand, not sensible of fire, remained unscorched. Besides, and I have not put up my sword against the capital, I met a lion who glared upon me and went surly by without knowing me. And there were drawn upon a heap 100 ghastly women, all transformed with their fear, who swore they saw men all in fire walk up and down the streets. Yet the bird of night sat even at noonday in the marketplace, hooting and shrieking. When all these prodigies do so jointly meet, let not men say, oh, these are their reasons, they are natural. For I believe they are portentous things unto the climate that they point.
Indeed, it is a strange disposed time. But men may construe things after their fashion, clean from the purpose of the things themselves. Come, Caesar, to the capital hall.
Oh, he does. For he did bid Antonius send you that he would be there tomorrow.
Good night, then, Cassius.
by your voice.
Your ear is good. Yes. What night is this?
A pleasing night. Too honorable.
Well, whoever knew the heavens menace?
Those that have known the earth so full of faults. As for my part, I have walked about the streets, submitting myself unto the parish this night, and thus my grace cast as you see, out bare my bosom, by my stone. And when the cross of the lightning seemed to open the very breast of heaven, I presented myself in the very name and flesh.
Wherefore so much tempt the heavens? It is the part of them fear and tremble. Most mighty God, tokens and dreadful heralds to astonish us.
Are gold master. In those sparks of life that should be in a Roman you do want. Or else you use not. Look at you. Gaze and put on fear. And cast yourself in wonder to see the strange impatience of heaven. But if you would consider the true cause why all these fires, why all these lighted goats, why birds and beasts from quality and kind, why open fool and children calculate, why all these things change from their ordinance, their natures and freeform faculties unto some monstrous state, why you shall find that heaven hath infused them with these spirits to make them instruments of fear and warning unto some monstrous states. Now, when I name to you, Casca, a man most like this dreadful night, that lightens, thunders, opens graves, and roars, as doth the lion of the Capitol. A man no mightier than thyself for me in personal action, yet prodigious grown, and fearful as these strange eruptions are. 'Tis Caesar to thee. Is it not, let it be his. For Romans now have thews and limbs like their ancestors, but woe the while. Our fathers lie today, and we are done with our mother's spirits, our yoke and suffering shall us.
Indeed. They say tomorrow the senators will to establish Caesar as a king. He shall wear his crown by land and sea in every place, but save here in Italy.
I know Roger's there gets staggered there. Cassius from bondage shall deliver Cassius. Therein, ye gods, you make the weak most strong. Therein, ye gods, you tyrants do defeat. Nor stony tower, nor walls of beaten brass, nor airless dungeon, nor links of strong iron can be retentive to the strength of the spirit. But life, being weary of these worldly bars, never lacks power to dismiss itself. If I know this, know all the world besides, that part of tyranny that I do bear, I kick off the cliffs.
And so am I. And so every bondman in his own hand bears the means to cancel his captivity.
And why should Caesar be tyrant then? Poor man. I know that he would not be a lion, but that he sees the Romans are but sheep. He were no wolf, were not Roman times. Why, those that with haste will make a great fire, begin it with weak straws. What trash is Rome? What rubbish and what awful when it serves for its base matter to illuminate so vile a thing as Caesar. But, brief, where hast thou led me? I perhaps speak this before a willing bondman. I know my answer must be made. But I am armed, and danger looks me indifferent.
You speak to Casca, and is such a man that is no fleering telltale. Hold my hand. Be factious for redress of all these griefs, and I will set this foot of mine as far as who goes farthest. There's the bargain made.
Now, know you, Casca, I have moved already some certain of the noblest mind in Rome to undergo with me an enterprise of honorable, dangerous consequences. And I do know by this they stay for me in Poppy's porch. For now, this fearful night. There is no stir or walking in the street, and the complexion of the elements in favors like the work we have in hand, most fiery and most terrible.
Stenzo, skip up 1 and 8.
It is Cinna. I know him by his face. Who's a friend? Cinna! What makes you so?
To find out you. Who's that? Another skipper?
This Casca, one incorporate to our attempts. Will not stay for Cinna.
I'm glad on it. What a fearful night is this? There's 2 or 3 of us that have seen strange sights.
Am I not stayed for? Tell me.
Oh, yes, you are. Casca, if you could but win the noble Brutus for our cause, then...
Be content, you, Cinna. Here. Look, you take this. Lay it upon the Creter's chair that Brutus may but find it. And throw this in at his windows. Set this up with wax. This. Upon old Brutus' statue. All that done, prepare to come to theater wherein you shall find us. Is Julius Brutus Trebonius there?
All but another skipper. And he's gone to seek you at your house. Well, I will hide and bestow these papers into bacon.
All that done, prepare to come before. Now, Casca, you and I will yet ere day see Brutus' house. 3 parts of him are all already, and the man is higher upon our next encounter yields an hour.
Oh, he sits high in the people's hearts. With a pure offense in us, his countenance like riches fall to me, will change to worthiness and virtue.
Him, his word, and our great need of him. You will right well conceive. Let's go. It is after midnight, and we will ere day awake him and restore him.
What's Lucius, ho!
I cannot by the progress of the stars guess how near today.
Lucius, I say! What were my fault to sleep so soundly? When, Lucius, when? Awake, I say! What? Lucius.
Called my lord?
Give me a taper in my study, Lucius. When it is lighted, come and call me here.
I will, my lord.
It must be by his death. For my part, I know no personal cause to spurn at him, but for the general. He would be crowned. How that might change his nature, there's the question. It is the bright day that brings forth the adder, and that craves wary walking. sting in him, that at his will he may do danger with. The abuse of greatness is when it disjoins remorse from power. To speak truth of Caesar, I have not known when his affections swayed more than his reason. But 'tis a common proof that lowliness is young ambition's ladder, where the climber upward turns his face, and when he once attains the utmost round, he then unto the ladder turns his back, looks in the clouds, scorning the base degrees by which he did ascend. So Caesar made. And lest he may prevent. Since the quarrel will bear no color for the thing he is, fashion it thus, that what he is augmented would run to these and these extremities. Therefore think him as the serpent's egg, which hatched would as his kind grow mischievous, and kill him in the shell.
The paper burned in the closet, sir. Searching the window for a flint, I found this paper, thus sealed up, and I'm sure it's not lighter on its bed.
Get you to bed again, it is not day. Is not tomorrow, boy, the Ides of March?
I know not, sir.
Look in the calendar and bring me word.
I will, sir.
The exhalations whizzing in the air give so much light that I may read by them. Brutus, thou sleepst. Awake and see thyself. Shall Rome, etc. Speak, strike, redress. Brutus, thou sleepst. Awake. Such instigations have been often dropped, but I have took them up. Shall Rome, etc. Thus must I piece it out. Shall Rome stand under one man's awe? Rome? My ancestors did from the streets of Rome the Tarquin drive when he was called a king. Strike. Redress. O Rome, I make thee promise. If the redress should follow, thou receivest thy full petition at the hand of Brutus.
Sir, March is wasted 14 days.
It's good. Go to the gate, somebody knocks. Since Cassius first wept me against Caesar, I have not slept. Between the acting of a dreadful thing and the first motion, all the interim is like a phantasma or a hideous dream. The genius and immortal instruments are then in council. In the state of man, like to a little kingdom, suffers then the nature of an insurrection.
Sir, tis your brother Cassius at the door of Dr. Xerxes.
Is he alone?
No, sir, there are more with him.
Do you know them?
No. Their hats are tipped about their ears and half their faces buried in their cloaks. And I may not discover them by no mark of favor.
Let them enter. They are the faction. O conspiracy! Shamest thou to show thy dangerous brows by night, when evils are most free? O then by day, where wilt thou find a cavern dark enough to mask thy monstrous visage? Seek none conspiracy. Hide it in smiles and affability. For if thou pass thy native semblance on, not Erebus itself were dim enough to hide thee from prevention.
I think we are too bold upon your rest. Tomorrow, Brutus, do we trouble you?
I have been up this hour, awake all night. Know I these men that come along with you?
Every man of them, no man here but honors you. And every one doth wish you had that opinion of yourself which every noble Roman bears of you. This is Tribonius.
He is welcome too.
This Decius Brutus.
He is welcome too.
This Casca. This Cinna. And this Tellus Kimber.
They are all welcome. What watchful cares do interpose themselves betwixt your eyes and night?
Shall I receive a word? dangers of day.
You shall confess you are both deceived. Here, where I point my sword, the sun arises. Growing a great deal to the south, lay the youthful season of the year. Some 2 months hence. Up higher towards the north, he first displays his light. And the true east stands as the capital, directly here.
Give me your hands all over, one by one.
And let us swear our resolution.
No, not an oath. If not the face of men, the sufferance of our souls, the times abused. If these be motives weak, break off the times, and each man hence to his idle bed. Till high-sighted tyranny reigns on. But if these, as I am sure they do, bear fire enough to kindle cowards, and to steal with valor the melting spirits of women, then, countrymen, what need we any spur but our own cause to prick us to redress? What other bond than secret Romans that have spoke the word and will not falter? What other oath than honesty to honesty engage, that this shall be, or we will fall for it? Swear, priests and cowards and men cautelous, old feeble carrions and such suffering souls that welcome wrongs. Unto bad causes swear such creatures as men doubt. But do not stain the even virtue of our enterprise, nor the insuppressive metal of our spirits, to think that, or our cause, or our performance, can need an oath. When every drop of blood that every Roman bears, and nobly bears, is guilty of a simple bastardy, if he do but break the smallest particle of any promise that had passed from him.
What of Cicero? Shall we sound him? I think he will stand very strong with us.
Let us not leave him out.
No, by no means.
Oh, let us have him, for his silver hairs will purchase us good opinion, and by his voices to commend our deeds. It shall be said his judgment will not err. Hard youth and wildness shall know it good, but all be buried in his gratitude.
Okay, him not. Let us not break with him, for he shall never follow anything that other men begin.
Then leave him out.
Indeed, he is not fit.
Shall no man else be touched, but only Caesar?
Well urged, Decius. It is not meet that Mark Antony, so well beloved that Caesar should outlive Caesar. We might find him a shrewd contriver, and his means, as you know, if he improve them, may stretch so far as to annoy us all. Therefore, to prevent, let Antony and Caesar fall together.
Our cords shall seem too bloody ties, Cassius, to cut the head off and then hack the limbs, like wrath and death and in the afterwards. For Antony is but a limb of Caesar. Let us be sacrifices, not worthless guys. We all stand up against the spirit of Caesar, and in the spirit of men there is no blood. Oh, that then we could come by the spirit of Caesar, and not dismember Caesar. But alas, Caesar must bleed for it. And gentle friends, let's kill him boldly, not wrathfully. Let's carve him as a dish fit for the gods, not hew him as a carcass fit for hounds. And let our hearts, as subtle masters do, stir their servants up to an act of rage, and after seem to chide them. This shall make our purpose necessary, and not envious. If so appearing to the common eyes, we shall be called perjurers, not murderers. And for Mark Antony, think not of him. For he can do no more than Caesar's arm when Caesar's head is off.
Yet I hate him. For in the engrafted love he bears to Caesar.
Alas, good Cassius, think not of him. If he loves Caesar, all he can do is to himself take thought and die for Caesar. Which is much he should, for he is given to sports, to wildness, and much company.
There is no fear in him. Let him not die, for he will live and laugh at this hereafter.
Peace, count the clock.
That's stricken 3.
It's time to part.
But it is doubtful yet whether Caesar will come forth today or no, for he is superstitious, grown of late quite from the main opinion he once held of fancy, dreams, prodigies, the unaccustomed terror of the night, and the persuasion of his augurs may hold him from the capital today.
Never fear that. If he be so resolved, I can persuade him. For he loves to hear that unicorns may be betrayed with trees, and bears with glasses, elephants with bowls, lions with toils, and men with flatterers. But when I tell him he hates flatterers, he says he does, being then most flattered. Let me work. I can give his humor the true bent, and will bring him to the capital.
Nay, we will all of us be there to catch him.
By the 8th hour, is that the uttermost?
Be that the uttermost, and fail not then. The morning is upon us. We'll leave you, Brutus, but friends, all remember what you have said today, and show yourselves true Romans.
Good gentlemen, look fresh and merry. Let not our looks put on our purposes, but bear it as our Roman actors do, with untired spirits and formal constancy. So good morrow to you, everyone. Boy, there's fast asleep. It is no matter. Enjoy the honey-headed dew of slumber. Thou hast no figures nor no fantasies whose busy care draws in the brains of men. Therefore thou sleepst so sound.
Brutus, my lord.
Portia, what mean you? Wherefore rise you now? It is not for your health to thus commit your weak condition to the raw, cold morning.
For yours and I business. You ungently, Brutus, stole from my bed. Yesterday night at supper, you suddenly arose and walked about, musing and sighing and arms across me. When I asked you what the matter was, you stared upon me with ungentle looks. I heard you further that you scratched your head and too impatiently stamped with your foot. But I insisted, yet you answered not. With an angry posture of your hand gave sign for me to leave you. So I did, fearing to strengthen that impatience which seemed too much enkindled, and withal hoping it was but an affected humor which sometime hath this hour with every man will not let you eat, nor talk, nor sleep, and so work so much upon your shape as it hath much prevailed upon your condition. I should not know you do this. Dear my lord, you should be acquainted with your cousin Greek.
I am not well in health, and that is all.
Brutus is wise in working not in health, but embrace the means to come by it.
Why, so I do. Good Portia, come to bed.
Brutus sick. And is it physical to walk unbraced and suck up the humors of the dank morning? What is Brutus sick? And will he steal out of his wholesome bed to dare the vile mutation of the night and tempt the roomy and unturgid air to add to his sickness? No, my Brutus, you have some significance in your mind which, by the right and virtue of my place, I ought to know of, and upon my knees I charge you, by my once commended beauty, by all your lost love, and by that great vow which should incorporate Princess London for clothes to yourself. Though half lucky or heavy, when men have had to resort to you, for here have been some 6 or 7 who hide their faces even from darkness.
Kneel not, gentle
I
Portia.
should not need it. You were gentle Brutus. If the bond of marriage only Brutus. Is it accepted I should know no secrets that appertain to you? Am I yourself, but as it were, in sword your limitations, and keep with you at meals, comfort your bed, and talk with you sometimes? While I live in the suburbs of your good pleasure? If it be no more portions of this parlor, do not despise it.
You are my true and honorable wife, as dear to me as are the bloody drops that visit my sad heart.
This were true that I should know this. I grant I am woman, but withal a woman more Brutus than you like. I grant I am woman, but withal a woman well reputed. Cato's doctrine. Think you I am no stronger than my sex, being so bothered and so husbanded? Tell me your causes, I will not disclose them. I have made strong proof of my constancy, giving myself a voluntary wound here in the guise of either that which patience and not my husband's.
O ye gods, render me worthy of this noble wife. Portia, go in a while, and by and by thy bosom shall partake the secrets of my heart. All my engagements I will construe to thee, all the charactery of my sad brows. Speak, strike, redress.
Heaven nor earth have been at peace tonight. Thrice have Pavilion and sleep cried out, help hold and murder Caesar. Who's within?
My lord,
Go bid the priest to present sacrifice and bring me their religious success.
I will, my lord. What mean you, Caesar? Think you walk forth? You shall not stir out of your house today.
Caesar shall forth. The things that threaten me here look put on my back. They shall seek the place of Caesar, their man.
I've never stood on ceremonies. Yet now it frights me. There is one within besides the things that we have heard and seen. Recounts those horrid sights seen by the watch. When lioness have dwelt in the streets, and graves have yawned and yielded up their dead. Fierce fiery warriors fought upon the clouds in ranks of squadrons in right form of war, which drizzled blood upon the capital. Noises of battles hurtled in the air, horses did neigh, and dying men did groan, and ghosts did shriek and spill about the streets. Oh, Caesar, these things, they are beyond all use, and I do fear them.
What could be avoided in his purpose by the mighty gods? Yet Caesar shall go forth, for these predictions into the world in general.
When beggars die, there are no common scene. The heavens themselves place forth the death of princes.
Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never tasted death but once. Of all the wonders that I yet have heard, it seems to be most strange that men should fear, seeing that death, the necessary end, will come, and it will come. Ah, what say the augur?
They would not have you stir forth today. Plucking the entrails of an offering pork, they cannot find a heart within the meats.
The gods do this in shame of cowardice. Caesar should be a beast without a heart if he should stay at home for fear. No, Caesar shall not. Danger knows full well that Caesar's more than used to be. We're two lions, living in one day, and I the elder and more terrible. Caesar shall go forth.
Alas, my lord, your wisdom is consumed in confidence. Do not go forth today. Call it my fear that keeps you in the house, not your own. For sin mark Antony in the Senate house. He shall say that you will not dwell today. Let's leave, upon my knee, rebel in this.
not go. For thy humor, I will stay at home. Ah, here's Decius Brutus. He will tell them so.
Caesar, oh hail! Tomorrow, worthy Caesar, I come to fetch you to the Senate house.
And you will come in very happy time. Bear my greeting to the senators and tell them that I will not come today. Count is false, and that I dare not falter. I will not come today. Tell them so, Decius.
Say he sit.
Shall Caesar sit alive? If I in conquest stretch mine arm so far to be afraid to tell brave years the truth, I will not come today. Tell them so, Decius.
Those fighting Caesar. Give me some cause, since I'd be laughed at when I tell them so.
Cause is in my will. I will not come today, and that is enough to satisfy the Senate. But for your right satisfaction, as I love you, I will tell you. Calpurnia here, my wife, stays me at home. She dreamt tonight that she saw my statue. It's like a fountain with 100 spouts that run pure blood. And many lusty Romans came smiling to bathe their hands in me. These that she applied for warnings and portents and evils imminent, and on her knee have begged me to stay at home.
This dream, it is all a misinterpreted. It was a vision, fair and fortunate. Your statue, spouting blood in many pipes, in which so many smiling Romans did bathe, signifies that from you Rome shall suck reviving blood, and great men shall press to you for tinctures, stains, relics, and cognizance. This, by Calpurnia's dream, is signified.
This way have you well studied.
I have, when you have heard what I can say, and know it now. The Senate have concluded to give this day a crown to mighty Caesar. If you shall send them word you will not come, their minds may change. Besides, it were a mock apt to be rendered for someone to say, break up the Senate until another time, when Caesar's wife speaks of the kings. If Caesar hide himself, shall they not whisper, lo, Caesar is afraid? Pardon me, Caesar, for it is my dear, dear love to our proceeding that bids me tell you, and reason to my love is liable.
How foolish to your fiercely now, Calpurnia. I'm ashamed I did it. Give me my robe, or I will go. Ah, here's Brutus come to fetch me. What Brutus, served so early? Good morrow, Casca. Tell me, what time is it o'clock?
Caesar, 'tis struck at 8.
Ah, thank you for your pains and courtesy. See Antony that revels long o' nights is notwithstanding up. Good morrow, Antony.
So too, most noble Caesar.
He's been prepared with the end. I'm to blame if he does right. Ah, now, sit up. Now, Metellus, what Trebonius? I have an hour's talk in store for you. Remember that you call on me today and be near me that I may remember you.
Caesar, I will. And so near will I be that your best friends wish I had been further.
Good friends, go in and taste some wine with me, and we, like friends, will straightway go together.
That every life is not the same, O Caesar. The heart of Brutus yearns to think upon.
loves thee not. There is but one mind in all these men, and it is bent against Caesar. If thou beest not immortal, look about you. Security gives way to conspiracy. The mighty gods defend thee!
What said Pavilion?
You wish today our enterprise might rise, but fear our purpose is discovered.
When power remains to Caesar, mark him.
That's to be sudden, with your prevention. Oh, Brutus, what shall be done? If speed known, Cassius or Caesar shall never turn back, for I will slay myself.
Cassius, be constant. Pavilion speaks not of our purposes. For look, he smiles, and Caesar doth not change.
Gonius draws our fancy on the way, looking good.
Where is Metellus timber? Let no one presently prefer his suit to Caesar.
He is addressed. Press near and second him. Casca, you're first to raise your hand.
Are we all ready? What is now risen Caesar and his Senate must address.
Most high, most mighty, and most puissant Caesar. Metellus timber throws before thy seat and humble hearts.
I must prevent thee, Timber. These couches and these holy courtesies, not by the blood of ordinary men. Turn three ordinance and first degree into the law of children. Be not fond to think that Caesar bears such no blood, but be thought of the true quality that which dealt with low courtesies and base spaniel fawning.
Thy brother by decree is banished.
Thou dost bid me pray upon for him, I spurn thee like a cur out of mine. No, Caesar doth not wrong. No, without cause will he be satisfied.
Is there no voice more worthy than my own to sound more sweetly in great Caesar's ear for the revealing of my banished brother?
I kiss thy hand, but not in flattery, Caesar, desiring thee that Publius Cimber may have immediate freedom of repeal.
What?
Pardon, Caesar. Caesar, pardon as low to thy foot doth cast his fall. Then in great Heisen and Publius Cimber.
I could be well moved if I were as you. If I could pray to move, prayers would move me. But I am constant as the northern star, of whose true fixed and resting quality there is no fellow in the firmament. The skies are painted with unnumbered sparks. They're all fire, and every one doth shine. But there's but one and all doth hold his place. So in the world, 'tis furnished well with men, and men are flesh and blood, and apprehensive. Yet in the number I know but one that unassailable holds on his reign, unshaked of motion, and that I am he. Let me announce short even in this, that I was constant, Cimber should be banished, and constantly remain to keep himself.
Oh, Caesar!
Hence wilt thou lift up Olympus?
Great Caesar!
Doth not Brutus bootless kneel?
Speak care! Liberty! Freedom! Tyranny is dead! Run hence! Proclaim! Cry about the streets! Come to the common pulpit and cry out liberty, freedom, and enfranchisement!
People and senators, be not affrighted. Fly not. Stand stiff. Ambition's debt is paid.
Go to the pulpit, Brutus!
And Cassius too!
Where's Publius?
Here! What confounded in this mutiny?
Stand fast together, lest the friend of Caesar should chance.
Talk notwithstanding. Publius, good cheer. There's no harm intended to your person, nor to no Roman else. So tell them, Publius.
And leave you, Publius, lest that the people rushing on us should do your aid submission.
Do so. And let no man abide this deed, but we the doers.
Where's Antony?
Fled to his house from Ace. Men, wives, and children scared, cry out, and run as it were doomsday.
Fates, we will know your pleasures. That we shall die, we know. 'Tis but the time and drawing days out that men stand upon.
He that cuts off 20 years of life cuts off so many years of fearing death.
Grant that, and in his death a benefit. So are we Caesar's friends, that have abridged his time of fearing death. Stoop, Romans, stoop. Let us bathe our hands in Caesar's blood, up to the elbows, and besmear our swords. Then walk we forth, even to the marketplace, and waving our red weapons o'er our heads, let's all cry, peace, freedom, and liberty!
Peace, freedom, and liberty! Stoop then, and wash. How many ages hence shall this our lofty seed be acted out in states unborn and accents yet unknown?
How many times shall Caesar bleed in sport, that now on Pompey's basis lies alone, no worthier than the dust?
So oft as that shall be, so often shall the note of us be called the men that gave their country liberty.
What? Shall we forth?
Aye, every man of us. And Brutus shall lead us, and we will grace his heels with the most boldest and best hearts of Rome.
So, who comes here? A friend of Antony.
Thus, Brutus, did my master bid me kneel. Thus did Mark Antony bid me fall down. And
prostrate, thus he bade me say, Brutus is noble, wise, valiant, and honest. Caesar was mighty, bold, royal, and lovely. Say I loved Brutus and honored him. Say I feared Caesar, honored him, and loved him. If Brutus will vouchsafe that Mark Antony may safely come and be bestowed how Caesar hath deserved to lie in death, then Mark Antony shall not love Caesar dead so well as Brutus living. But will follow the fortunes and affairs of noble Brutus, thorough the hazards of the sun's rod state with all true faith. So says my master Antony.
Thy master is a wise and valiant Roman. I never thought him worse. Tell him, so please him, come into this place. He shall be satisfied. And by my honor, depart untouched.
I'll fetch your present.
I know that we shall have him well to friend.
Which that we may. But yet by a mind that fears him, my misgiving falls shrewdly to the purpose.
But here comes Antony. Welcome, Mark Antony.
Oh, mighty Caesar, dost thou lie so low? For all thy conquests, glories, triumphs, spoils, shrunk to this little measure? Fare thee well. I know not, gentlemen, what you intend. Who else must be let blood? Who else is rank? If I myself, there is no hour so fit to Caesar's death hour, nor no instrument of half that worth as those your swords made rich with the most noble blood of all this world. I do beseech ye, if you bear me hard, now, whilst your purple hands do reek and smoke, fulfill your pleasure. Live 1,000 years, I shall not find myself so apt to die. No place shall please me so, no mean of death is here by Caesar. And by you cut off, the choice and master spirits of this age.
Oh, Antony, beg not your death of us. Though now we must appear bloody and cruel, as by our hands and this our present act you see we do. Yet see you but our hands, and this the bleeding business they have done. Our hearts you see not, and they are pitiful. And pity to the general wrong of Rome, as fire drives out fire, so pity hath done this deed on Caesar. For your part, to you our swords have leaden points, Mark Antony. Our arms and strength of malice, our hearts of brother's temper, do receive you in with all kind love, good thoughts, and reverence.
Your voice will be as strong as any in the disposing of new dignities.
Only be patient till we have appeased the multitude, beside themselves with fear. Then we will deliver you the cause why I, that did love Caesar when I struck him, have thus proceeded.
I doubt not of your wisdom. Let each man render me his bloody hand. First, Marcus Brutus, will I shake with you. Next, Caius Cassius, do I take your hand. Now, Decius Brutus, yours. Now yours, Metellus. will last, not last in love. Yours, good Trevor. Gentlemen all, alas, what shall I say? My credit now stands on such slippery ground that one of two bad ways you must conceit me. Either a coward or a flatterer. That I did love thee, Caesar. Oh, 'tis true. If then thy spirit look upon us now, does it not grieve thee dearer than thy death to see thy Anthony making his peace? Shaking the bloody fingers of thy foes most noble? In the presence of thy corpse? If I had as many eyes as thou hast wounds, weeping as fast as they stream forth thy blood, it would become me better than to close in terms of friendship with thine enemies. Pardon me, Julius. Here wast thou bathed, brave heart. Here didst thou fall. And here thy hunter stand, signed in thy spoil and crimson in thy lead. O world, thou wast the force in this heart, in this indeed, O world, the heart of thee. How like a deer strucken by many princes dost thou here lie.
Look, Antony!
Pardon me, Caius Cassius. The enemies of Caesar shall save us. Then an offended is cold modesty.
Blame me not, praising Caesar, son. But what compact need you to have with us? Will you be great in number of our friends, or shall we on and not depend on you?
Therefore I took your hand. But was indeed swayed from the point by looking down on Caesar. Friends am I with you all, and love you all. Upon this hope that you shall give me reasons why, wherein Caesar was dangerous.
Or else were this a savage spectacle. Our reasons are so full of good regard that were you, Antony, the son of Caesar, you should be satisfied.
That is all I seek. And then moreover sooner that I may produce his body to the marketplace. And in the Pope, as becomes a friend, speak in the order of his funeral.
You shall, Mark Antony.
Brutus!
A word with you? You know not what you do. Do not consent that Antony speak as funeral. Know you not how he will sway the people with his words?
By your pardon, I will myself into the pulpit first, and give our reasons for Caesar's death. When Antony shall speak, I will protest he speaks by leave and by permission, and that we are contented that Caesar shall have all true rights and lawful ceremonies. It shall advantage more than do us wrong.
Know not what may fall. I like it not.
Mark Antony, here, take you Caesar's body. You shall not in your funeral speech blame us, but speak all good you can devise of Caesar, and say you do it by our permission, else shall you not have any hand at all about his funeral. And you shall speak in the same pulpit whereto I am going, after my speech is ended.
Be it so. I do desire no more.
Prepare the body then, and follow us.
thou bleeding piece of earth, that I am meek and gentle with these butchers! Thou art the ruins of the noblest man that ever lived in the tide of time. Woe to the hand that shed this costly blood. Over thy wounds now do I prophesy, which, like dumb mouths, do ope their ruby lips to beg the voice and utterance of my tongue. A curse shall light upon the limbs of men. Domestic fury and fierce civil strife shall cumber all the parts of Italy. Blood and destruction shall be so in use, and dreadful objects so familiar, that mothers shall but smile when they behold their infants quartered with the hands of war. All pity choked with custom of fell deeds, and Caesar's spirit, raging for revenge with Arte by his side, come hot from hell, shall in these confines with a monarch's voice cry, "Havoc! And let slip the dogs of war!" That this foul deed shall smell above the earth. With carrion men groaning for burial. You serve Octavius Caesar, do you not?
I do, Archangel.
Caesar did right for him to come to Rome.
He did receive his letters and his coming. And he sees you by word of mouth. Oh, Caesar!
Thy heart is big. Get thee apart and weep. Passion I see is catching. For mine own eyes, seeing those beads of sorrow stand in thine, began to want. Is thy master coming? Post back with speed and tell him what hath chanced. Here lies a mourning road. A dangerous road. No road of safety for Octavius yet. Hide hence and tell him so. Yet, stay a while. Thou shalt not back until I have borne this corpse into the marketplace. There shall I try in my oration how the people take the cruel issue of these bloody men. According to the which thou shalt discourse to young Octavius of the state of things. Lend me your hand.
you into the other street and part the numbers. Those that will hear me speak, let them stay here. Those that will follow Cassius, go with him. And public reasons shall be rendered of Caesar's death.
I will hear Brutus speak. I will hear Cassius compare their reasons with severally weaker than rendered. The noble Brutus has ascended. Silence!
Be patient till the last. Romans, countrymen, and lovers, hear me for my cause and be silent, that you may hear. Believe me for mine honor, and have respect to mine honor, that you may believe. Censure me in your wisdom, and awake your senses, that you may the better judge. If there be any in this assembly, any dear friend of Caesar's, to him I say that Brutus's love to Caesar was no less than his. If then that friend demand why Brutus rose against Caesar, this is my answer. Not that I loved Caesar less, but that I loved Rome more. Had you rather Caesar be living and die all slaves, than that Caesar were dead to live all free men? As Caesar loved me, I weep for him. As he was fortunate, I rejoice at it. As he was valiant, I honor him. But as he was ambitious, I slew him. There is tears for his love, joy for his fortune, honor for his valor, and death for his ambition. Who is here so base that would be a bondman? If any, speak, for him I have offended. Who is here so rude that would not be a Roman? If any, speak, for him I have offended. Who is here so vile that would not love his country? If any, speak, for him I have offended. I pause for a reply.
None! Brutus, none!
Then none have I offended. I have done no more to Caesar than you shall do to Brutus. The question of his death is enrolled in the Capitol. His glory not extenuated, wherein he was worthy, nor his offenses enforced, for which he suffered death. Here comes his body, mourned by Mark Antony, who, though he had no hand in his death, shall receive the benefit of his dying, a place in the Commonwealth, as which of you shall not? With this I depart, that as I slew my best lover for the good of Rome, I have the same dagger for myself when it shall so please my country to need my death! My countrymen!
Be silent, Brutus speaks!
Good countrymen, let me depart alone. And for my sake, stay here with Antony. Do grace to Caesar's corpse, and grace his speech tending to Caesar's glories, which Mark Antony, by our permission, is allowed to make. I do entreat you, not a man depart, save I alone, till Antony have spoken.
Stay and let us hear Antony speak. Let him go up into the public channel. Don't let Antony go up.
For Brutus' sake, I am beholding to you. What says he of Brutus?
He says for Brutus' sake that he finds himself beholden to us all.
Betsy speaks no ill of Brutus here.
Caesar was a tyrant.
Nay, that's certain. We are blessed Romans for this time.
You gentle Roman.
Peace. Let us hear what Antony can say.
Bread. Roman. Countrymen. Lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after. The good is often teared with their bow. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you Caesar was ambitious.
Aye.
If it were so, it was a grievous fault.
Aye.
And grievously hath Caesar answered. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man, so are they all honorable men.
Aye.
Come I to speak in Caesar's beauty. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious.
Aye.
And Brutus is an honorable man.
Aye.
He had brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet, Brutus says he was ambitious. And Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see that on the Lupercal I thrice presented him with a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? Yet, Brutus says he was ambitious. And sure, he is an honorable man. I come not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but come to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause then withhold you to mourn for him? O judgment, thou art fled to Brutus, beasts and men have lost all reason. Bear with me. My heart is in the coffin there with Caesar. And I must pause till he come back to me.
Methinks there is much reason to say, thou thinkst rightly of the matters Caesar has had great wrong.
Yes, he masters and hero worse will come in his place.
Mark ye not his words. He would not take the crown, therefore 'tis sure he was not ambitious.
He found so simple dear violence, poor soul, his eyes are red as fire with weeping.
He's not a nobler man in Rome than
Mark,
Antony.
and he begins again to speak.
But yesterday the word of Caesar might have stood against the world. Now lies he there, and none so poor to do him reverence. Oh, masters, if I were disposed to stir your hearts and minds to mutiny and rage, I should do Brutus wrong, and Cassius wrong, who you all know are honorable men. I will not do them wrong. I rather choose to wrong the dead, to wrong myself and you, than wrong such honorable men. But here's a parchment with the seal of Caesar. I found it in his closet. 'Tis his will.
Caesar had a will?
And let but the commons hear this testament, which, pardon, I do not mean to read. And they would go and kiss that Caesar's wounds and dip their napkins in his sacred blood, yea, beg a hair of him for memory, and die, mention it within their wills, bequeathing it as a rich legacy up to their issue. Have patience, dear friends. I must not read it. It does not meet you know how Caesar loved you. among the honorable men whose daggers have stabbed Caesar. I do fear it. You will compel me then to read inform a ring about the cult of Caesar, and I will show you him that made the will. Shall I descend? And will you give me leave? Nay, press not so upon me. Stand far off. You have tears. Prepare to shed them now. You all do know this mantle. I remember the first time Caesar ever put it on. It was on a summer evening in his tent that day he overcame the Nerva. Look here where ran Cassius' dagger through. See what a rent the envious Casca made. Through this the well-beloved Brutus stabbed, and as he plucked his cursed steel away, mark how the blood of Caesar followed, as of rushing out of doors to be resolved whether Brutus unkindly knocked or no. For as you all know, Brutus was Caesar's angel. Judge, O you gods, how dearly Caesar loved him. This was the most unkindest cut of all. For when the noble Caesar saw him stabbed, ingratitude more strong than traitors' arms quite vanquished him. Then burst his mighty heart. And even in his mantle muffling up his face at the base of Pompey's statue, which all the while ran blood. Great Caesar fell. Oh, what a fall was there, my countrymen. Then I, and you, and all of us fell down whilst bloody treason flourished over us. Oh, now you weep, and I perceive you feel the dent of pity. These are gracious drops. Kind souls, what? Weep you when you but behold our Caesar's vesture wounded? Look, here is himself, marred as you see, with traitors.
Please, oh, no, Caesar!
Traitors. Villains.
Oh, what he said. We will be revenged.
Stay, countrymen. Good friends. Sweet friends. Let me not stir you up to such a sudden flood of mutiny. They that have done this deed are honorable. What private griefs they have, alas, I know not that made them do it. They are wise and honorable, and will no doubt with reasons answer. I come not, friends, to steal away your hearts. I am no orator as Brutus is, but as you know me are, a plain, blunt man that loved my friend, and that they know full well gave me public leave to speak of him. For I have neither wit, nor words, nor worth, action, nor utterance, nor the power of speech to stir men's blood. I only tell you that which you yourselves do know. Show you sweet Caesar's wounds, pour dumb mouths and bid them speak for me. Were I Brutus, and Brutus Antony, there were an Antony that would ruffle up your spirits and put a tongue in every wound of Caesar that should move the stones of Rome to rise and mutiny! Stay, countrymen, yet hear me speak! Why, friends, you go to do you know not what. Wherein hath Caesar deserved your love? Alas, you know not. I will tell you. You have forgotten the will I told you of. Here is the will. Caesar sealed to every Roman citizen he gives, to every several man, 75 drachmas. Left you all his walls, his newly planted orchards and private arbors on this side of Tiber. He has left them to you and to your heirs forever. Common pleasures, to walk abroad and recreate yourselves. Here was a Caesar. When comes such another?
Never! Never! Come away with the heart of the forest! Ratify the traitor's allies! Take up the fight!
Now let it work. Mischief thou art afoot. Take thou what course thou wilt. How now, fellow?
Sir, Octavius has already come to Rome.
Where is he?
He and Lepidus are at Caesar's house.
Thither will I straight to visit. He comes upon a wish. Fortune is merry, and in this mood will give us anything.
I heard him say Brutus and Cassius have been like madmen to the gates of Rome.
Belike they had some notice of the people, how I had moved them. Bring me to Octavius.
Tonight, I should feast to Caesar. The things of lucky charge by best. I have no will to run in mortal doors, yet something leads me forth.
What is your name? Whither art thou going?
Where do you dwell?
Are you a married man or a bachelor?
Answer every man directly. I am truly.
Aye, and wisely.
I am truly your best.
What is my name? Whither am I going? Where do I travel? I am married man or a bachelor. Well, then to answer every man, direct and briefly, wisely and truly. Wisely, I say, I am a bachelor.
That's as much to say they are fools that marry. You will bear me a bang for that, I fear. Directly.
Directly, I'm going to see the funeral.
As a friend or an enemy?
As a friend.
That matters, answer directly.
And for your dwelling, sir, briefly?
Briefly, I dwell by the capital.
Your name, sir, truly.
Truly. My name is Cinna.
He's a conspirator! Tear him to pieces!
Lives to the poet! Lives to the poet!
Well, then tear him for his bad verse! Tear him for his bad verse!
I am not Cinna the conspirator!
It matters not! His name is Cinna! Look, but his name from his heart and turn him going! Tear him! Tear him!
Damn him! Damn him!
No! Please!
These many then shall die. Their names are Creter.
Your brothers who must die. Consent, Marcus.
I do consent
Mark it down, Antony.
Upon condition. Publius shall not. Who is your sister's son, Mark Antony?
He shall not live. Look, with a spot I damn him. But, lepers, go you to Caesar's house and fetch the will hither. Then shall we try to determine how to cut off some new charge and legacies.
What, shall I find you here?
Or here. Or at the Capitol.
This is a slight, unmeritable man. Meet to be sent on errands. Is it fit, the threefold world divided, he should stand one of the three to share?
So you thought him, and took his voice to be breaking to die in our black sentence and prescription.
Octavius. I've seen more days. Though we lay these honors on this man to ease ourselves of divers slanderous loads, he shall but bear them as the ass bears gold, to grow and sweat under the business, either led or driven as we point the way. And, having brought our treasure where we will, Take me down his load and turn him on. Like to the empty ass, to shake his ears in grazing columns.
You may do your will, but he's a tried and valiant soldier.
So is my horse, Octavius. And for that I do appoint and store of property. It is a creature that I teach to fight, to whine, to stop, to run directly on. Its corporeal motion governed by my spirit. And in some taste his left is but so. He must be taught and trained and bid go forth. A barren spirited fellow. One that feeds on adjuncts, orbs, and imitations, which out of use and staled by other men begin his fashion. Speak not of him but as of a property. Now, Octavius, listen. Great things. Brutus and Cassius are levying powers. We must straight make head. Therefore, let our alliance be combined, our best friends made, our means stretched. And let us presently go sit in council how covert matters may be best disclosed. In open peril, surest answer.
Let us do so. For we are at the stake and fade about with many enemies. And some that smile have in their hearts, I fear, millions of mischief.
Stand ho! Give the word, ho, and stand.
What now, Julius? Is Cassius near?
He is at hand, and Pindarus has come to do you salutation from his master.
He greets me well. Your master Pindarus, in his own change or by ill officers, has given me some worthy cause to wish things done undone. But if he be at hand, I shall be satisfied.
Do not doubt that the noble knight's nobility, such as he is full of regard and honor.
He is not doubted. The word, Lucilius, how he received you. Let me be resolved.
With courtesy, and with respect enough, but not with such familiar instances, nor free or friendly conference, as he hath used of old.
Thou hast described a hot friend cooling. Ever note, Lucilius, when love begins to sicken and decay, it useth an enforced ceremony. There are no tricks in plain and simple faith. But hollow men, like horses hot at hand, make gallant show and promise of their mettle. But when they should endure the bloody spur, they follow their crests, and like deceitful jades, sink in the trial. Comes his army on.
The meanest knight in Sardis to be courted. Greater part of the horse in general are come with Cassius.
He was arrived.
Most noble brother, you have done me wrong.
Judge me, you gods. Wrong I mine enemies? And if not so, how should I wrong a brother?
Brutus, the sober form of yours hides wrongs, and when you do
Cassius, be content. Speak your griefs softly. I do know you well. Before the eyes of both our armies here, which should perceive nothing but love from us, let us not wrangle. Bid them move away. Then, in my tent, Cassius, enlarge your griefs, and I will give you audience.
Pindarus, bid our commanders lead their charges off a little from the sky.
Lucius, do you the like, and let no man come to our tent till we have done our conference. Let Lucilius and Titinius guard our door.
and the sergeant, wearing my letters, waiting by his side because I knew the man were slighted off.
You wronged yourself to write in such a case.
Such a time as this, it is not meet that every knight's armor should bear his armor.
Let me tell you, Cassius, you yourself are much condemned to have an itching palm to sell and march your offices for gold to undeservers.
Ah, an itching palm. You know you are Brutus that speak this, or by the gods, the speech were else your last.
The name of Cassius honors this corruption, and chastisement doth therefore hide his head.
Chastisement?
Remember March, the Ides of March, remember? Did not great Julius bleed for justice' sake? What villain touched his body that did stab and not for justice? What, shall one of us that struck the foremost man of all this world, but for supporting robbers? Shall we now contaminate our fingers with base bribes and sell a mighty space of our large honors for so much trash as may be grasped thus? I had rather be a dog and bay the moon than such a Roman.
Brutus, bay not me. I'll not endure. You forget yourself. To hedge me in, I am a soldier. I, older in practice, abler than yourself to make conditions.
Go to. You are not Cassius.
I am!
I say you are not.
Urge me no more! I shall forgive myself. Have mind upon her now. Tempt me no further.
A waste-like man.
It's possible.
Hear me, for I will speak. Must I give way in room to your rash choler? Should I be frightened when a madman stares?
Oh, ye gods, must I endure all this?
All this, aye, more. Fret to your proud heart break. Go show your slave how choleric you are, and make your bondman tremble. Must I budge? Must I observe you? Must I stand and crouch under your testy humor? By the gods, you shall digest the venom of your spleen, though it do split you. For from this day forth, I'll use you for my mirth, yea, for my laughter, when you are waspish.
Is it come to this?
You say you the better soldier. Let it appear so. Make your vaunting true, and it shall please me well. For mine own part, I shall be glad to learn of noble men.
Wrong me every way. You wrong me, Brutus. I said an elder soldier, not a better. Did I say that?
If you did, I care.
For when Caesar lived, he durst not thus have moved me.
Peace. You durst not so have tempted him.
I durst not?
No.
What? Durst not tempt him?
For your life, you durst not.
Do not presume too much upon my love. I may do that I shall be sorry for.
You had done that you should be sorry for. There is no terror, Cassius, in your threats. For I am armed so strong in honesty, they pass by me as the idle wind, which I respect not. I did send to you for certain sums of gold, which you denied me, for I can raise no money by vile means. By heaven, I'd rather coin my heart and drain my blood for drachmas than to wring from the hard hands of peasants their vile trash by any indirection. I did send to you for gold, to pay my legions, which you denied me. Was that done like Cassius? Should I have answered Caius Cassius so? When Marcus Brutus grows so covetous to lock such counters with from his friends, be ready, gods, with all your thunderbolts. Dash him to pieces.
I denied you not.
You did.
I did not! It was not a fool that brought my answer back. Brutus hath bribed my heart. A friend should bear his friend's infirmities, but Brutus makes mine greater than they all.
I do not, till you practice them on me.
Love me not.
I do not like your faults.
A friendly eye could never see such faults!
The flatterers would not, though they do appear as huge as high Olympus.
Come, Antony, and young Octavius, come, revenge yourselves alone on Cassius. For Cassius is aweary of the woman, hated by one he loves, braved by his brother, checked like a bondman, all his faults observed, sent him no pity, learn and con by route to cast into my teeth. Oh, I could weep my spirit from my eyes. There is my soul. And here, my naked breast within a heart dearer than Brutus' mine, richer than gold, If that thou beest a Roman, take it forth. I that denied thee gold will give my heart. Strike, as thou didst of Caesar, for I know when you hate him worse, thou lovedst him better than thou ever lovedst Cassius.
Sheathe your dagger. Be angry when you will. It shall have scope. Do what you will. Dishonor shall be humor. Oh, Cassius, you are yoked with the lamb that carries anger as the flint bears fire. Who much enforceth shows a hasty spark, and straight is cold again.
Hath Cassius lived to be but mirth and laughter to his Brutus?
Grief and blood ill-tempered vexeth him.
When I spoke that, I was ill-tempered too.
You confess, sir. Give me your hand.
My heart.
Oh.
What's the matter?
Not love to bear with me. That rash humor which my mother gave me makes me forgetful.
Yes, Cassius. From henceforth, when you were over earnest with your Brutus, you'll think your mother child's leaving.
Let me go in to see the generals. There's some grudge between them. 'Tis not meet they be alone.
You shall not come to them!
Nothing but death can stay me.
How now?
What's the matter?
For shame, you generals! What do you mean? Love and be friends, as such men should be. For I have seen many more years, I am sure, than thee.
Get you hence, sir. Saucy fellow, hence.
Brutus, bear with him. 'Tis his fashion.
I'll know his humor when he knows his time. What should the wars do with such jigging fools? Companion, hence.
Away. Away.
Love! 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 Love!
Be gone!
Lucilius, Titinius. Bid the commanders prepare to launch their companies tonight.
And come yourself, and bring the Solomon to immediately to us.
Lucius, fall of line.
Not think you could have been so angry.
Cassius, I am sick of many griefs.
And philosophy you make no use when you give place to accidental evils.
No man bears sorrow better. Portia is dead. She is dead.
How seems my killing my cost you so? Oh, insupportable and touching loss. On what sickness?
Impatient of my absence, and grief that young Octavius with Mark Antony had made himself so strong. But with her death, that tidings came. With this she fell distracted, and her attendants absent, swallowed fire, and died so. Even so. Speak no more of her. Give me bold wine. In this I bury all unkindness, Cassius.
Thirsty for that noble pledge. Fill, Lucius, for the wine overswell the cup. Do not drink too much of Brutus's love.
Come in, Zatinius. Welcome to Masala. Now since we close about this taper here and call in question our necessities.
For so art thou wrong.
No more. I pray. Masala, I have here received letters that Octavius and Mark Antony come down upon us with a mighty power, bending their expedition toward Philippi.
Myself have letters of the self-same tenor.
With what addition?
By prescription and bills of outlawry, Octavius, Antony, and Lepidus have put to death 100 senators.
Therein our letters do not well agree. Mine speak of 70 senators that died by their prescriptions. Cicero being one.
Cicero what? Cicero is dead. By that same order of prescription. Had you your letters of your wife today, my lord?
No, solid.
Nor nothing in your letters writ of her?
Nothing solid.
That methinks is strange.
Why ask you? Here you offer her in yours.
No, my lord.
Now as you are the Roman, tell me true.
Then, like, bear the truth like that. For certain she is dead. My strange master.
Why farewell, boy. We must die, Masala. With meditating that she must die once. I have the patience to endure it now.
Even so great men, great losses should endure.
As much of this art as you. My nature could not bear it so.
Well, to our work alive. What do you think of marching to Philippi presently?
Do not think it good.
Your reason?
Yes, it is. It's better that the enemy seek us, so shall he. Waste his means, weary his soldiers, doing himself offense, whilst we, lying still, are full of rest, defense, and nimbleness.
Good reasons must of force give way to battle. The people twixt Philippi and this ground do stand but in a forced affection, for they have grudged us contribution. The enemy, marching along by them shall make a fuller number up, come on refreshed, new added, and encouraged. From which advantage shall we cut him off, if at Philippi we do face him there, these people at our back.
Hear me, good brother.
Under your pardon you must note beside, we have tried the utmost of our friends. Our legions are brimful. Our cause is right. The enemy increaseth every day. We at the height are ready to decline. There is a tide in the affairs of men, which taken at the flood leads on to fortune. Omitted, all the voyage of their life is bound in shallows and in miseries. Upon such a full sea are we now afloat, and must take the current when it serves, or lose our ventures.
Your will go on. We'll along ourselves and meet with him.
The deep of night is crept upon our talk, and nature must obey necessity, which we will niggard with a little rest. There is no more to say?
No more. Good night, Bruce. Early tomorrow we will rise.
Lucius, my gown. Farewell, good Masala. Good night, Zacchaeus. Noble, noble Cassius. Good night, and good repose.
Oh, my dear brother. This was an ill beginning of the night. Never come such division between our souls again. Let it not, Bruce.
Everything is well.
Good night, my lord.
Good night, good brother. Good night, my lord. Farewell, everyone. You're leaving now. Where's thy instrument?
Here,
But thou speaks drowsily. Poor knave, I blame thee not. Thou art overwatched. Call Julius and some other of my men. I shall have them sleep on cushions in my tent.
Nero, Lucilius.
Calls, my lord.
I pray you, sirs, lie in my tent and sleep. It may be I shall raise you by and by on business for my brother Cassius.
So please you shall sleep and watch your judgment.
I would not have it so. Lie down, good sirs. It may be I shall otherwise detain you. Look, Lucius. Here is the book I sought for so. I put it in the pocket of my gown.
I will surely watch your
Bear with me, good boy. I am much forgetful. Canst thou hold up thy heavy eyes a while, touch thy instrument strain or two?
Aye, my lord, and to please you.
It does, my lord. I trouble thee too much, but thou art willing.
It is my duty, sir.
I should not urge thy duty past thy might. I know young bloods look for a time of rest.
I have slept already.
It was well done, and thou shalt sleep again. I will not hold thee long. If I do live, I will be good to thee. This is a sleepy tune. Oh, slumber. Thou layest thy leaden mace upon my boy with lazy music. Gentle knave, good night. I will not do thee so much harm to wake thee. If thou dost not, thou breakst thy instruments, and I'll take it from thee. Good boy, good night. Let me see. Not the leaf turned down where I left reading. There it is, I think. How ill this taper burns. Who comes here? I think it is the weakness of mine eyes that shakes this monstrous apparition. It comes upon me. Art thou anything? Art thou some god, some angel, or some devil that makest my blood cold and my hair to stare? Speak to me what thou art.
Thy evil spirit, Brutus,
Why comest thou?
to tell thee that thou shalt see him at Philippi.
What? I shall see thee again.
Aye! At Philippi.
I shall see thee at Philippi. Lucius, awake!
My lord?
Didst thou so dream, Lucius? Did you see anything?
No, I saw nothing, my lord.
Sleep again, Lucius. Sir, Lucilius, fellow, thou awake!
My lord?
Why did you cry out, sirs, in your sleep?
Did you, my lord?
I saw you anything?
I saw nothing.
Nor I, my lord.
Go and commend me to my brother Cassius. Bid him set on his powers the times before. We will follow.
Shall be done, my lord.
Now, Antony, our hopes are answered. You said the enemy would not come down, but keep the hills and upper regions. It proves not so. Their battles are at hand. They need to warn us at Philippi. Here, answering with a legion commanded them.
Tut! I'm in their bosoms and know wherefore they do. They could be content to visit other places, and come down with fearful bravery, thinking by this face to fasten in our thoughts that they have courage. But 'tis not so.
Prepare you, generals! The enemy comes in on a gallant show. Their bloody sign of battle is hung out and something to be done immediately.
Octavius, lead your battle softly upon the left hand of the even field.
Upon the right hand, I keep thou the left.
Why do you cross me in this exigence?
I do not cross you, but I will do so.
They stand and would have parley.
Stand fast, Licinius. We must stop and talk.
Mark Antony, shall we give sign of battle?
No! Seize! We shall answer on their charge. Make full. The generals would have some words.
Stir not until the signal.
Words before blows, is it so, countrymen?
It's not that we love words better, as we do.
Good words are better than bad strokes, Octavius.
And your bad strokes, Brutus, you give good words. Witness the hole you made in Caesar's heart. Cried, long live, hail Caesar!
Antony, the posture of your blows are yet unknown. For your words, they rob the idle of these and leave them untouched.
Not stingless, too.
Oh, yes, and soundless, too, for you have stolen their buzzing, Antony, and very wisely threat before you sting.
Villains! You did not so when your vile daggers hacked one another in the sides of Caesar. You showed your teeth like apes and fawned like hounds, and bowed like bondmen, kissing Caesar's feet, whilst damned Castor like a cur behind struck Caesar on the neck. Oh, you flatterers!
Flatterers! Brutus, think yourself. His tongue had not exhibited so day as Cassius might have ruled.
Come the cause. If arguing makes us sweat, let the conflict turn to redder drops. Look, I draw a sword against inferiors. When think you that the sword was up again? Never! Till Caesar's 33 wounds being well avenged. Or till another Caesar have added slaughter to the slain traitors.
Caesar, thou canst not die by traitors' hands, unless thou bringst them with thee.
I hope so. I was not meant to die on British sword.
Oh, if thou wert the noblest of thy strain, young man, thou couldst not die more honorable.
Neither schoolboy, worthless of such honor, join joint with a master and a reveler.
Old Cassius still.
Come, Antony. Away.
Defiant traitors, hurl me in your teeth. If you dare fight today, come to the field. If not, when you have stomachs.
How now? Sound wind, swell billow, swim bar. The storm is up and all is on the hazard.
Oh, Julius, hark a word.
Lord,
Miss Olive? Miss Olive? This is my birthday. This very day Cassius was born. Give me thy hand, Miss Olive. Be thou my witness that, against my will as Pompey was, I compelled, set upon one battle all our liberty. Now, you know that I once held that Peter was strong and his opinions. Now I change my mind. And partly credit things that do precedent. Coming from Sardis, upon our former insect, 2 mighty eagles fell. There they perched, gorging and feeding from our soldiers' hands. Their little light sword at us. This morning, they fled away, gone, and in their steads do ravens, crows, and kites fly over our heads and downward look on us, as if we were sickly bred. Their shadows seem a canopy, most fatal, under which our army lies ready to give up the ghosts.
believe not so.
But believe it partly. As I am fresh in spirit and resolved to meet all perils very constantly.
Even so, Julius.
Now, Brutus. Gods today stand present. That we may, lovers in peace, lead on our case to aim. Since the affairs have been rested and certain, let's break it. Let's reason towards them and fall. If you lose this battle, then is this the very last time that we shall speak together? What are you then determined to do?
Even by the rule of that philosophy by which I did blame Creter for the death which he did give himself. I know not how, but I find it cowardly and vile, so to prevent the time of life for fear of what might fall. Arming myself with patience to stay the providence of some high powers that govern us below.
If we do lose this battle, you are contented to be led in triumph through the streets of Rome?
No, Cassius, no. Think not thou, noble Roman, that ever Brutus will go bound for Rome. He bears too great a mind. But this same day must end that work, the Ides of March begun. Whether we shall meet again, I know not. Therefore, our everlasting farewell take. Forever and forever. Farewell, Cassius. If we meet again, why, we'll smile. If not, why then, this parting was well made.
Forever. Forever farewell, Brutus. If we do meet again, we'll smile and see. If not, it's true, this parting is well made.
Why then lead on? Oh, that a man might know that the end of this day's business ere it comes. But it sufficeth the day will end, and then the end is known. Come home, away. Ride, Miss Olive. Give these bills unto the legions on the other side. Let them set on at once, for I perceive that cold demeanor in Octavius' wing and sudden push gives them the other overthrow. Ride, Masala. Let them all come down.
Oh, look, Tinius. Look. The villains fly. Myself after mine own third enemy. This instant of mine is turning back. I see the coward take from their classes.
Julius gave the word too early. Having some advantage on Creter's something to do. These soldiers must spoil the fleet by handing their own clothes.
Fly further off, my lord. Fly further off, for Antony is in your tent, my lord. Fly therefore, noble Cassius, fly far off.
This hill is far enough. Look. Look, are those my tents where I do perceive the fire?
They are, my lord.
Phineas, thou lovest me. Mount thou my horse. Hide thy spurs in him till he hath brought you up to that hill, that I may rest assured whether yonder troops, friend or enemy.
I won't be here today, even with the fox.
Stars, get higher on the hill. My sight wherever thick. Regard to Tinius and tell me what thou noticed about the field. Stay, I breathe first. Time has come round. Where I did begin, there I shall end. Life has run its course. Zero, what news?
Oh, my lord.
What news?
Tinius is a closed roundabout horseman that may take him on the spur. Yet he spurs on. Now they are almost on him. Now to Tinius! Now some light. For he lights too. He's Taeed. It's hard to think shout for joy.
Calm down. Hold no more. Coward that I have to live so long. See my best friend tamed before my face. Come hither, Sirrah. Upon thee did I take thee prisoner, saving my life, swearing thee that whatsoever I did bid thee do, thou shouldst attempt to. Come now. Keep thine oath. Now be a freeman. And with this sword that ran through Caesar's bowels, search this bosom. Stand not to answer. Here, take down the hills. When my face is covered, as 'tis now, guide thou the sword. Thou art revenge, even with the sword that killed me.
So I am free. Yet would not so happen dare say have done my will. Oh, Cassius. Far from this country Pindarus shall run, where never Roman shall take note of him.
It is but change, Titinius, for Octavius's legions are overthrown by the noble Brutus, as Cassius's legions are by Antony.
These tidings will well comfort Cassius.
Where did you leave them?
All disconsolate, but Pindarus is found on this. No,
Is that not you?
no. This was he, Masala. But Cassius is no more.
days are gone. Clouds, dews, dangers. Come. Our deeds are done. Mistrust of my success hath done this deed.
Mistrust of good success hath done this deed.
O faithful heaven, melancholy's child, why dost thou show to the apt thoughts of men the things they're not? Thou never comest unto a happy birth, Titinius, but killst the mother that engendered thee. What? Pindarus! Where art thou, Pindarus? Seek him, Titinius, whilst I go to meet the noble Brutus. Trusting this report, may say trusting. For piercing steel and darts and venom will be as welcome to the ears of Brutus's tidings of this sight. I am the solemn, and I will seek for Pindarus the while. Why dost thou sit before the great castle? Did I not meet thy friends? Did not they put on my brow this wreath of victory and bid me give it me? Thou not in their shouts. Thou was the sister of everything. But hold me. Take the scarlet on thy brow. Thy Brutus bid me give it thee. But I will do his bidding. Brutus! Come apace! And see how I regarded Caius Cassius! By your leave, gods! This is a Roman's part! Come, Cassius' sword, and fight Titinius' heart!
Where, Messala? Doctor's body lies.
Oh, yonder, and Titinius mourning it.
Titinius' face is upward.
He is slain.
O Julius Caesar, thou art mighty yet. Thy spirit walks abroad and turns our swords in our own proper entrails.
Brave Titinius. Look where he had crowned dead Cassius.
Are yet two Romans living such as these? The last of all the Romans. Fare thee well. It is impossible that ever Rome should breed thy fellow. Friends, I owe more tears to this dead man than you shall see me pay. I shall find time, Cassius. I shall find time. Come therefore, and to Thasso send his body. His funerals will not be in our camp, lest it discomfort us. Lucilius, come, and come, young Cato. Let us to the field. Baron Volumnius, set our battles on. 'Tis 3 o'clock, and Romans yet ere night. We will try fortune in a second fight. Poor remains of friends. Rest on this rock.
Cotillion showed the torchlight, my lord. He came not back. He is but him or slain.
Sit thee down, Lucius. Slaying is the word. It is a deed in fashion. Mark thee, Lucius.
What? I, my lord? No, not for the world.
Peace, then. No words.
I would rather kill myself.
Hark thee, Dardanus.
Shall I do such a deed?
Oh, Dardanus, Lucius, what a request was made to me.
To kill him, Lucius. Meditates.
Now is that noble festival that runs over him even as
hither, good Volumius. List the word.
What's that, my lord?
Why this, Volumius? The ghost of Caesar hath appeared to me several times by night. At Sardis once, and this last night, here in Philippi fields. I know my hour is come.
Oh, not so, my lord.
Nay, I'm sure it is. Thou seest the world, Volumius, how it goes. Our enemies have beat us to the pit. It is more worthy to leap in ourselves than tarry till they push us. Good Volumius, thou knowest that we two went to school together. Even for that our love of old, I prithee, hold down thy sword hilts whilst I run on.
But that is not the office of a friend, my lord.
Fly, my lord. There's no terrors here.
Farewell to you, and you, and you, Volumius. Vero, thou hast been all this while asleep. Farewell to thee too, Vero. Countrymen, my heart doth joy that yet in all my life I found but no man but he was true to me. I shall have glory by this losing day more than Octavius and Mark Antony by this vile conquest shall attain unto. So fare you well at once. For Brutus' tongue hath almost ended his life's history. Night hangs on mine eyes. My bones would rest, that have but labored to attain this hour.
Fly.
Hence, I will follow. I prithee, Vero, stay thou by thy lord. Thou art the fellow of good respect. Thy life hath had a smash of honor in it. Hold in my sword, and turn away thy face, while I do run upon you. Look thou, Vero.
Fare you well, my lord.
Farewell, good Vero. Caesar! Now be still. I kill not thee, but have so good a will.
Whose man is that?
My master's man. Where is thy master, Vero?
Free from the bondage you are in, Masala, the conqueror's hand will make a fire pit, Brutus only and repeat himself, and no man else hath honored by his death.
So Greece should be found. I thank thee, Brutus. Thou hast proven the silly saint true.
All those that serve Brutus. I will entertain him. Good fellow, wilt thou bestow thy time with me?
I, Masala, will prefer me to you.
Do so, good Masala.
Thou died my master, Vero.
I held the sword, he did run on it.
Then take thee, Octavius. Thee that did the latest service to my master.
This was the noblest Roman of them all. All the conspirators, save only he, did that they did in envy of great Caesar. He, only in a general honest thought and common good to all made one of him. His life was gentle. The elements so mixed in him that nature might stand up and say to all the world, this was a man